Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 17th of April. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give an overview that we can all collectively relate to. Of course, this week sees an enormous event with the solar eclipse, the first of the year, right on the last degree, which is a critical degree in astrology, 29 degrees Aries, the anaretic point, but squaring up with the mighty but tiny Pluto. What does that mean? We also have Mercury slamming on the brakes the next day on Friday through to the middle of May in the sector of everyday money. But actually Mercury forges a very constructive link this week with the feisty Mars, so I need to share that with you. But if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me once more. If you're new to my channel, it's great to have you with us. I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. So let's just explore what we start this week. We have the Sun and we also have Jupiter and Chiron in the sign of Aries. And if you recall, right at the start of Aries season, we had a new moon. So what makes this week really notable is the second new moon in the sign of Aries in a month. So really rare. And Aries energy is about freshness. It's about initiation, drive. It's the start zodiac sign. And it's where we really get things going. It's that germination energy. But sometimes that means, a bit like the Fool card, we have to take a step into the unknown. But the other way that we can use Aries energy is to inject greater drive and fire, because of the fire nature of this sign, into ongoing plans. So it doesn't have to be a start plan. But because the Sun moves on Thursday, immediately after the eclipse, into the sign of Taurus, joining up with, of course, Mercury, the North Node and Uranus, I feel that whatever ideas we're germinating this week, they need to in some ways be ones that can then pretty immediately become more tangible. So it's not just about the thrust, it is about what we can actually manifest into something more tangible and lasting. Where does Pluto fit into this? Well, I feel that there could be some pain with the gain, because when the Sun and Pluto are squaring as they are this week within 3 degrees, we can get some growing pains. We could resist some change that we need to make, cling on to what we think is important to us, but somehow or another events can seem to have an impact on us which doesn't necessarily make it feel like we're in control, because Pluto is a lot about control. So just be conscious of that. There are some complexities there. But if you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and understand what more serious astrology can do for you personally, if you give me 3 pieces of your birth data of time, date and place of birth, or if you only have your date and place, I can produce for you either my natal life roadmap report, which will help you to get a much more intimate understanding of the patterns that have played out in your life, but also work with them more closely future forwards. But both analyses, the second is based on the Sun as the ascendant, but both these analyses can be complemented with 30% off with my 12-month personal forecast. Again, totally unique to you, and these can give you searing insights into when you make your moves. If you're someone who's really into YouTube videos, the solar package will work really well for you. If you have some sense of your ascendant and more serious astrology, stick to the standard package. But please see the link below for more. So Virgo, your week commencing the 17th of April forecast begins still with the Sun, Jupiter and Chiron all in house 8. Very much about the things that you're most invested in, the things that you really are very much wanting to transform in your life. The 8th house can be where things make way. You know that, I feel, as well. But it is where deep growth can evolve. But of course, with Mercury, your ruler, newly in house 9, linking brilliantly with Mars. There could be some sparkling conversations in the first half of this week with people that you're friendly with through sports teams or travel plans, particularly if you are single and there's some kind of alliance that you can get together and work collaboratively on. But the solar eclipse, house 8, is angling to Pluto right at the start of house 6. So for you, the move of the sun later on Thursday into the sign of Taurus sees it link up with Uranus, with the North Node, and of course with Mercury. So that desire to widen your life is going to become stronger. But I feel that maybe the deep stuff that you've been working through now needs to be articulated outwards in a much more bubbly way. So I feel there could be a sense of relief in some ways with the eclipse, but I think that also the knowledge you've gained about yourself as much as anything else, and also about your deep alliances, is really going to be instructive. And then, of course, your ruler goes into retrograde. So whatever it is that you're trying to work with, whether it's to do with a travel plan, to do with higher education, to do with publishing, to do with a contract, to do with a mode of transport, if you're thinking about a new vehicle, all of that, of course, is very ninth house energy, but I think it has to be informed by what is really meaningful for you, or the relationships that are really meaningful for you, coming from the 8th house energy of the eclipse. So over the next 6 months, the period of the eclipse influence, even if there are going to be some exciting developments, I think it needs to be more than just superficially exciting. I think it really needs to move you at quite a deep level. So I think this can be a powerful time for your whole life journey. I'd be delighted if you would like, comment or subscribe.